What's up, shit? Tim is here. Now, 2025 saw the release of lots of really good action movies of the year. So, I'm of course going to do my top 10 favorite action films of 2025. Because there's some pretty good ones, some gun Tony actions, superhero hype and all. So here is my list. All right, coming in at number 10 is Ballerina from the world of John Wick. And I really had a fun time with Ballerina. I thought it was entertaining. It was action packed. On the Armas was great. Seeing Keanu Reeves, John Wick was pretty cool in this. It was a really fun, entertaining one. It's a shame probably not many people want to go see it, but it is a really fun one if you guys have seen it. All right, number 9 is Fantastic Four: First Steps. Now, I obviously have most of the three comic book movies on this list, and of course, one of which is First Steps. Obviously, the origin story of Marvel's first family begins to as the four extraordinary individuals, try to take down Galactus here. And yeah, I thought it was a really fun action one. It was action packed. You know, uh, Obviously, I love the first family here. Uh, Pedro Pascal was great. You know, the actor who played Galactus was cool. I mean, it's a really fun, entertaining one, and can't wait to see more Fantastic Four down the line. All right, number 8, more of an action comedy, but number 8 is The Naked Gun. The Naked Gun, I had a fun time with. The humor was great. Love the action. Liam Neeson, pretty much playing a parody of himself was really good. It was a really entertaining one, and I would love to see another Naked Gun down the line, but who knows? All right. Number 7 is Thunderbolts. They actually still call it the New Avengers, but it's called Thunderbolts, so I'm just going to say Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts is still great. It was fun, entertaining. The action was great. Cast of characters was terrific. Definitely one of my favorite comic book movies of the year as well. It's also really cool because obviously before this was Captain America: Brave New World, and that wasn't so good. So I was glad to see that they was able to follow that sticker off with an amazing one like Thunderbolts, and a really good film that is. All right, number 6 is Caught Stealing. Now, Caught Stealing is, of course, the Darren Aronofsky film starring Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz, uh, Vincent D'Onofrio, Liev Schreiber. I really enjoyed Caught Stealing. I remember seeing this one in theaters back. Pretty much, I remember seeing all of these in theaters. But, of course, I remember seeing it in theaters back in August. It's a fun, thrilling ride. Austin Butler was great. Zoe Kravitz was terrific. Darren Aronofsky did a good job with this one. I just had a fun time with this, and it's a really fun one, to say the least. All right. Number 5 is Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. Of course, obviously, just like the other Mission Impossible movies, the action was really fun. The stunts was great. It was really thrilling. I mean, pretty much a great final summit of the Mission Impossible franchise, and it's a really cool one, in my opinion. All right, number 4 is Sinners. Sinners, of course, is more of a horror action film, if you will. Some of the action was great. The fight scene, the taking down of the vampires was entertaining. It's just a really cool one. I mean, definitely had a little bit of that From Dusk Till Dawn feel to it, but I don't care. I still had a fun time with it, to say at least. And yeah, Sinners just rocked. All right. Number 3 is Novocaine, a movie hardly no one wants to go see, but Novocaine rocked. The action was great. I mean, the synopsis of it were like, Nathan is this man with a rare condition where he feels no pain. It's a really interesting synopsis, to say at least. But it really worked out well. Amber Midthunder was in this one. Jacob Batalon. It's just such a really fun action film. Jack Quaid was great. If you guys have not seen Novocaine, do yourself a favor, give it a go. You won't be disappointed. All right, number 2 is One Battle After Another. Now, I was really want to know if I should really even include this in this list, but it is actually an action movie. There are some cool gun towing action scenes. Sean Penn gets really messed up with his lip scene like that. I admit when the scene with Sean Penn with his lip came out, I'm like, I literally thought Sean Penn. Spoiler, by the way. I literally thought Sean Penn's character actually died and all, but no, he somehow survived that, which still to this day I still cannot believe he survived that. But still, Sean Penn still did a great job here. Leo DiCaprio, Chase Finney with the gun toting scene is probably my favorite moment in the film. Really, it's just such a really cool one. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on HBO Max. I think today or the next week. I think it's supposed to be on HBO Max, but give it a go. It's a really good. All right, and my number one favorite is obviously Superman. Superman is, of course, my favorite comic book film of the year as well. It's just fun, entertaining. James Gunn did a great job at bringing the Superman to its core. It's just such a really thrilling one. Love the action. Of course, some of the other Justice League members, like obviously, Hawkgirl, Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, were all great. It's just such a cool one, and cannot wait to see more Superman down the line. But that's pretty much it there. Here is my quick rundown. Number 10, Ballerina. 9, Fantastic Four First Steps. 8, The Naked Gun. 7, Thunderbolts. 6, Caught Stealing. 5, Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. 4, Sinners. 3, Novocaine. 2, One Battle After Another. And number 1 is Superman. Now, a couple of honorable mentions I like to include. Let's see. Of course, I just checked out Avatar: Fire and Ash. Not bad. The action in that was pretty good. Definitely not Flight Risk. Let's see what else we got here. Definitely not Captain America: Brave New World. Nobody Choose Another good one. Let's see. A Working Man with Jason Statham is another really good one. Tom Hardy's Havoc. Fight or Flight with the Josh Hartnett film. The Toxic Avenger is also on there. Lots of really cool action movies that came out this past year. But let me let you guys, what are some of your favorite action movies of 2025? Draw comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Tim Steiner.